Hey guys, it's JP554731 again, and I just wanted to show you what I was working on. And this is WIP 1 of my um, conversion kit for the GM Custom, the GM Cannon 2. And I don't know where the instructions are, but we're gonna move on. And this is a master grade kit, and it's 1/100 scale, 1/100 scale. And I'll show you the first thing I did. I went ahead and bandaged up these arms because the resin, when they casted it, Hobby Fan, when they recasted the, or actually I bought this off of E2046, it was really warped, so I'm hoping that if I have the rubber bands on tight enough that it will, in time, that it will go back into its right place, bend back into its right place. And okay, so as you can see here, I have two metal pins that I drilled into the resin itself to stick this part on. And I used my trusty Tamiya drill bit and a pin vise. And what I used was this line unit. I don't from Kotobukiya. I used the 3.0 millimeter size. And what I did was I just followed the grooves and then used the pin vise on it. The other side had grooves as well. Now, it was a lot harder for these leg parts. What I did was I went ahead and bandaged or rubber banded the two armor parts together so that these everything lined up. And then I also used this. This is an Irwin Quick Grip, and I just made it tight enough so that the two pieces would go together tighter, so that when I puttied the whatchamacallit, the gap, that it wouldn't spread apart and the putty wouldn't break. So after I did that, I went ahead and I got my NiCad drill and then used my 3.0 drill bit on it. And then I went ahead and drilled a hole while the quick grip was on so that everything was aligned. I drilled a hole straight through, and then I did the same thing here, because if you had it spread like both parts out, it would be harder. Like I tried doing this, putting a mark and then using a drill or a pin vise, and I had a harder time trying to align the two holes, so I just did this instead, what I told you. And then eventually I got the two holes to align, and then I just put the 3.0 Kotobukiya line unit inside, and then I just tapped it lightly with whatever, I had a hammer, and then I just tapped it lightly so that the line unit would go through. And then, so yeah, that does it for this part. Let's see, any other mods that I did? Okay. This part right here, I used a 0.5. Okay, I just needed to zoom in real quick. And I put in the 0.5 line unit, 0.5 millimeter. And I I went ahead and drilled some holes here, 0.5, with my Tamiya pin vise, and here too. Now I couldn't do the same technique I told you with this, put the two pieces together and then drill it all the way through, because it wasn't long enough, the drill bit, so I just had to uh, eyeball it, and that was a lot harder, but I was able to get it. And then I went ahead and drilled a hole, or two holes here, where the antennas would go, because my antennas broke, and they were pretty weak, the resin antennas. And then I put in some 1.5 millimeter line units here as well. And then not really a mod or anything, I just puttied up this part because it was really warped, bent and everything. I guess E2046's cast of this really sucked, so I'm gonna have to sand this down, and hopefully I'll be able to get it into the right shape. And for the backpack, I went ahead and used some resin, uh, leftover resin runner, and then I clipped those off, and then I guess these are like probably 2.0 millimeter sized, and then I pin viced it, or used the pin vise. And then here are Revoltech joints. I like them because they click, and I think these are 3.0 millimeters. Excuse me. I gotta figure out how to put in a polycap here, or maybe I'll just use the pin vise again to drill a hole so I can adjust the cannons. So yeah, I thought the Revoltech joints was pretty genius on my part. You can get them off of HLJ for probably $4, and I don't remember what size these were, but these were the second to the smallest size. And then the last mod that I'm gonna do, I wasn't quite happy with there were like verniers like these in the shoulders, and I wasn't really happy with the way they were shaped, so I'm gonna do this technique that I saw in Plamo Scuro, this model tutorial video. I think it was Naoki that built Gundam NT1, and what he did was he cut out the vernier, and then he put a plow plate on the back, and then made his own vernier, and then glued that onto the plow plate. So I think I'm gonna do that. I went ahead and did another modification. There was a slit here, a slit of an indentation, and then it'd go in here, but I guess the casting wasn't good enough. Like, I couldn't stick it on, and then it wouldn't stay inside. So I put a 1.0 millimeter line unit in here into the helmet piece, and then I drilled a hole on both sides 1.0 millimeter, and then it just sticks on like that. So I'm probably gonna, when I have the kit primed and everything and painted, I'm probably gonna stick it with epoxy resin, 2-part epoxy resin. I forgot to mention that what I used as the putty, like this yellow stuff to fill in the gaps, was let me see if I have it. This is what it was. It's the Tamiya light curing putty, and what's so significant about the light curing putty is that it's pretty fast when it cures. Like, you can use a light like this. This is my IKEA light that I use for my tabletop, and it dries the putty pretty fast. Probably faster than normal putty, like epoxy putty. This takes like 10 minutes to like harden. And well, it depends on like if you do it in the sun, it'll harden a lot faster, and then like it'll harden like this, and it's pretty hard. It's like as hard as the resin, and so yeah, I forgot to mention that. And the reason why I'm doing a whip on this is to encourage myself to go ahead and finish this project. And I went ahead and dug up some other kits that I'm doing at the same time, so that if I mess up on this GM Canon 2, I'll have another kit to go to, and hopefully I'll finish up that kit. And another reason why I'm doing 4 kits at the same time is so that I don't get tired and burn out and just forget about doing the kit, because I always do that when trying to finish up any kit. But um, that's not so for like kits that I just do out of the box that I just snap together. I can do that, but like I can't modify kits like this. And so another reason, probably the last reason that I'm doing this project, is to give other people who are struggling and don't know how to do a resin conversion an example, because I myself, I'm a visual learner. Like I can read and learn about stuff from books and stuff, but if I don't see it up close, like I probably won't get it as quickly. So this is to those people out there as well. So yeah, this is JP554731 again, and this is my work in progress 1 of the GM Canon 2 Master Grade conversion from B Club, and this is a recast from E2046. So see you guys later.